Welcome, beautiful friends, back to the Way of Mastery. Tonight we're going to listen to the channeling of lesson number 5, the keys to the kingdom. Who would like a set of keys to the kingdom? Yes, you bet. Well, you know, when Jeshua walked the planet 2,000 years ago, this is recorded as his quote in John, "These things I have spoken unto you in parables. But the time comes when I shall no more speak to you in proverbs, but I shall show you plainly of the Father." This is the second coming. This is his answer to that promise. He speaks to us plainly in A Course in Miracles. He's going to speak to us plainly through the Way of Mastery. There's many, many channelings of his out there now where the truth is coming very directly, not hidden in a story that you had to kind of interpret. He's going to give it to us absolutely straight. And if you're getting a key, straight is nice, isn't it? So sit back tonight and relax. Let this be like a pebble in the pond. For those of you who haven't heard these before and you don't really even know about channeling, just open your mind for a moment. Nothing bad can happen. You don't need the gatekeeper, the part of your mind that's always active going, "Oh, bullshit. Yes, no, I agree. I don't agree." There's no purpose for that here tonight. Just give your mind a break and say, you get the night off. You'll have a lot of peace if you do that. So, real quickly, we're going to talk about the pathway axioms. And since I didn't prep Lucia, you'll have to hold the mic.
I am created as my Father created me to be. I am free, and nothing sources my experience but me in each moment. Nothing has an effect on me whatsoever, save that which I choose to allow to affect me. I need do nothing. I do not live any ordinary moments. With each breath, my experiences are the stepping stones laid before me of God to guide me home. Therefore, I will bring awareness to each moment and allow it to teach me how to forgive, how to embrace, how to love, and therefore, how to live fully. The only relationship which holds any value at all is your relationship with God, your creative source.
So these are the kind of cornerstones that this pathway is built on. Pretty much every one of them runs absolutely contradictory to what our worldly experience has been. But if you're open to and willing to let these be realized within your being, your whole way of being will change. Because in the world, we think we're a victim of all kinds of things: weather, other people's opinions, politics, taxes, germs, bacteria, whatever the case may be. And he's saying unequivocally that's not the case. We are sourcing from our infinite power our own experience in every moment. We actually took our infinite power and used it to create an experience of separateness and smallness and frailness and temporalness. I need do nothing. We all really love this one in our egoic consciousness. This is like the grand slam home run. That's heaven to the ego. But he's really he's using that to point to something deeper. On the spiritual path, the myth is we're on a path and we're trying to realize something or become something in the future. The truth of what you are is what God created, and it's true right now. All of our seeking starts with the denial of what we are. So we don't have to do anything to become what we are. We have to stop believing and doing all the things that we believe that say we're not what we are. And so, because when we're seeking, we first have to consciously deny the truth in order to try and find it. So, you get up high on spiritual paths, people just say, stop what you're doing, stop the seeking. Anyway, number 3, about being present in the moment, not being bored, not saying it's no big deal, but being absolutely present with whatever your experience is. And number 4, spouses hate this one because he's saying the only relationship that has any value at all is your relationship with God. So he's saying drop all your idols, whether it's your spouse. I'm not saying you have to leave your spouse, but recognize that you need to put this relationship ahead of all relationships this way, whether they're ice cream or drugs or sex or anything else, rock and roll, dancing, whatever else. Rather let all this activity be an expression of this love from up above. So those are beautiful pathway axioms. I'd encourage you to review those very regularly, because that's pointing to a whole different state of consciousness. And when you come from these as the truth, you can't blame anyone for what your experience is, because someone can be rude to you, sure enough, but you choose to be offended by it. You can just as easily choose to not be offended. Why let your peace be disturbed because someone else's peace is disturbed? In the world, misery loves company. We all want everybody to jump on our bandwagon with us, but you don't need to jump on those bandwagons. So anyway, there we go. Kristen, you want to go ahead and get in position? She has been so gracious to donate her time and her love to support this work by giving us a little lead-in meditation. And this is just about really, really relaxing. Just know this is the safest place you can be in the universe right now. No judgment, no expectations. You can't get it wrong. Just really, really deeply relax. When Kristen's done, I'll play the Aramaic Lord's Prayer. It'll cycle through twice. If you don't know the prayer, I have Yeshua's translation on the other side of the fireplace. It's very, very different than what we came to know as the King James Version. It's just kind of like night and day. But you're welcome to one of those translations. If anyone's watching online, you can send me an email at love@onewhowakes, and I'll gladly email it to you. And then I'll start the channeling. The channeling is 1 hour and 8 minutes, and it will end with another expression of the Lord's Prayer. So you'll know when the second Lord's Prayer at the end of the channeling is over, we'll come back up, because some of you, like Joy, goes somewhere else when this happens. So we're giving you fair warning that by the end of the second one, you need to come back. So any questions from anyone before we hand it over to Kristen? Kristen, thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, so I don't work in front of a microphone and a camera in my office, so I'm really honored to be here. And this point of this, as John Mark has just articulated so well, is that we have a conscious mind, and it will continually respond in its same predictable way to every thought that is presented. And so this is like speed meditation. It'll take you down. If you're willing to do these mental exercises that I will guide you through, you should find that your mind is much calmer and quieter by the end of it, more receptive to what we're about to experience. And that's why I'm offering these services, and because I deeply believe in the words that are going to be shared tonight. So if you'd like to take this opportunity to be involved in this, what I'd ask right now is that you get yourself as physically comfortable as possible, and uncross arms, legs, and plant yourself in a way that is comfortable and sustaining for the next 10 minutes. Good, and now I just would like you to breathe out through your mouth. So on your in-breath, and then just breathe out through your mouth. This will soften and relax your tension in your jaw. So I'm just going to ask you all to start with your eyes closed, and I'm going to actually ask you to tickle the palm of your hand, and just tickle the palm of your hand. And the point of this, and as you tickle it, you'll become more sensitive. It should actually feel quite sensitive, and this will bring you more into the current moment, more aware of being completely present right now. The more ticklish it feels, the more present you are. And it actually should feel quite sensitive. Good, so that should bring you current right here, right now, just being in this room with me, listening to my voice, being very sensitive that your body is right here with me right now. Now, just as a gesture of compassion towards yourself in this moment, in this experience, just place your hands over your heart, over your chest. And just feel what that feels like to hold your heart in your hands. Good. It's a centering feeling, calming. Okay, so now that we're here and present, just get yourself as comfortable as possible. You can put your hands back down. And I'm going to ask that you just become very aware of your thoughts in your head. Just for a second, tune in to the thoughts that you're thinking. Good. Now gently shift that awareness down into your breath, into your chest as it rises and falls. And now taking your conscious mind, on your in-breath, say the word deep, and on the out-breath, the word relax. Paying attention to your breath as it moves in and out, allowing yourself to begin to deeply relax, allowing yourself to enjoy just relaxing here and now, knowing that relaxation is a very important part of health and being present. And as you find yourself slowing down and relaxing, I just want you to imagine your body just relaxing completely. Just scan your body and any muscles that may be tight or tense, just imagining them softening and relaxing. Letting go of any tension, expectation, fear. Just letting go, being right here with me. Good. Now I'm going to actually heighten your awareness. What I'd like you to do, if you'd like to have the best experience, is follow these instructions fairly closely. What I'd like you to do is use your attention right now and make sure, of course, it's focused on my voice, but also become aware right now of the color behind your eyelids. Becoming aware of the color behind your eyelids as well as the sound of my voice. Good. Now just becoming aware of any noise in the room, any sounds in the room, sounds of the fans or breath. While also now bringing your awareness to the color behind your eyelids and the sound of my voice. The sound in the room. Now feel the feet, feel the floor beneath your feet. Feel the floor beneath your feet, bringing your awareness right now to that sensation. And once you have that sensation in your mind, see if you can also be aware of any ambient noise in the room, the color behind your eyelids, and the sound of my voice. Being aware of all four things at once. Good. Now really using your memory and bringing in an awareness now of your breath as it moves gently in and out of your body. Bringing in an awareness now of your breath as it moves gently in and out of your body. The feeling of the floor beneath your feet. Any ambient noise in the room. The color behind your eyes. The sound of my voice. And if you can really heighten your awareness and hold all these things at once, I want you to bring awareness now to the temperature of your body. Just seeing if you can tune in now to the temperature of your body. Good. And now you are aware of 6 things all at the same time, seeing if you can be aware of all of those at the same time now. The weight of your feet, the sounds in the room, your breath as it moves in and out of your body, any ambient noise, the temperature of your body, the sound of my voice, the color behind your eyes. And as you're using your focus right now, in a moment I'm going to have you focus on one thing and one thing only. Right now I want you to forget about everything except for the sensations in your right hand. Focus all that attention right now in your right hand, becoming very, very aware of any sensations in your right hand. Good. Now, just to demonstrate the power of your imagination, I want you to imagine that I'm setting a heavy sandbag on your right hand. Just imagine a heavy weight starting to press down on your right hand, really using your focus and concentration. Feel that weight. Feel your hand heavy, that weight pressing down harder and harder, and just using your imagination. I want you to pretend to try to lift your hand, but your hand is so relaxed and tired, it doesn't even want to move. Good. You can stop trying and you can just listen to my voice and allow yourself just to relax and float. And just be as lazy as you want to be, as relaxed down even further. What I'm going to ask you to do right now is each one of you just imagine curling up in bed at night and just that feeling tired and safe and vulnerable, just getting to be your smallest, sweetest self as you curl into bed at night. Everyone picturing their own covers, their own coziness. Good, and as you can imagine yourself pretending to fall asleep using your imagination, I'd like you now just to allow your mind to drift and float as if you were dreaming, and just imagine yourself walking on a trail in the Swiss Alps, and just seeing yourself there in the quietness of the Swiss Alps. Imagine some purple little wildflowers, and some snow up on the high peaks. cool mountain air, and a trail just meandering through a meadow. And here in this place, you are completely happy and absorbed in the moment, completely free of stress or worry. And now just let your mind drift and float and just find yourself in a desert and just see yourself with a most beautiful, bright blue, deep blue sky and the sound of a hawk as it soars overhead. And letting yourself drift and imagine this and allowing the spaciousness and the smell of the juniper and the heat and the quiet. Now allowing your mind just to drift now to a campfire on a foggy beach and the cool gray and the fog and the campfire crackling. Good. And as you're all settling into these very beautiful and peaceful images, I want you just to erase them all from your mind and just focus on my voice right now, just bringing yourself back fully present to being here right now, feeling your body. And this next deepener I'd like to share with you is very important. This is the one I really want you to use all your senses, pull out all the stops, and this will take you down further, deeper within inside your own self. Right now, using your imagination, I would like you to imagine a mystical stairwell, but I want you to imagine the stairwell starting from the sky, from a cloud, maybe even from heaven, whatever feels right for you. Just picture this stairwell in your mind, and it leads all the way down to planet Earth. Maybe it's made of marble and carved and beautiful. Maybe it's floating on different steps all the way down. Whatever is right for you, but I want you to see yourself at the top of these stairs and make yourself the most noble, the most beautiful. See yourself as if you were coming down from heaven to planet Earth, putting yourself there at the top of the steps. And I want you to start to see yourself walking down these stairs right now using all your senses, really making it as vivid as possible. And you're walking down now, down these stairs, feeling strong and noble and beautiful. As you descend further down, and you're halfway there, you're coming down further and further, just stepping down in your mind, seeing yourself step down these steps. Further down, further down. And there's 10 steps left. And with each step, you allow yourself just to sink a little more gently and easily deep within inside yourself. 9, 8, stepping down in your mind. 7, further down. 6, just really letting go. 5, drifting and floating. 4, settling down. 3, sinking down further now. 2, just really letting go. No reason to hold back. And 1, relaxing now completely. Letting go and just relaxing your body and mind. And feeling yourself, just imagining yourself stepping out right now into a room with a single candle flame and a pillow for you to sit on and meditate. And it's quiet, and you're there. And you sit down and you're deep within inside yourself, sitting cross-legged maybe, staring into this candle, relaxing more and more, feeling more and more calm and centered and focused, sitting there in the quiet, sinking down deeper and deeper into the quietness beyond your thoughts, feeling the spaciousness all around as you picture this image. And then you turn your mind, your thoughts to God. Turning your thoughts to God now and just imagining right now a channel of white light just streaming down from above, and allowing this light just to come into you and flow into you. And you're not resisting at all. There's this genuine energetic connection and this white light that from above, just imagining it in your imagination now, just flowing into you, calm and relaxed. Calm and relaxed as you turn your thoughts to God, knowing that resistance is what you're going to give up right now. And remembering right now to just erase everything from your mind right now as if you were a child. I want you just to imagine yourself erasing all thoughts of the future and all thoughts of the past and just being completely present right now, erasing all thoughts from your mind as John Mark continues with this beautiful channeling, allowing your mind to be wide open and clear, feeling the spaciousness that your mind really is, unlimited, unbound, and allowing yourself to absorb these words deeply into your subconscious and into your heart and spirit.
Awun, the Boshmaya, Nita Kadash Shama, Tete Malkuda, Neve Sivinach, Akina, the Boshmaya, O Baraha, Haulan, Lachman, Zunkanan, Yamana, Boshwoklan, Halpin, Akina, Daphanan, Shwakin, Nil Hayabin, Ula Talan, El Mission, El Passam Membisha, but all the Lachim El Kuda, Uhaila, Utish Bhakta, La Alam, Amin, Amen. Awun, the Bashmaya, Need Kadash Shema, Tete Melkuda, Nehwe Sivina, Akana, the Bashmaya, O Baraha, Halan Lachman, Sunkhan Yamana, Ashwoklan Habin, Aikana Dapanan, Shwakin Hayabin, Ula Talan Mission, El Pasan, all the lucky Melkuda, Uhaila, Utishbokta, La Allah, Amin,
So everybody got the keys. I even told you how to use them. That's cool. Oh, I cannot express to you the peace that can come to your spiritual path when you finally lay down every effort and say, I have no idea what I'm doing and I don't know how to do this. And I want to quit being the doer and the maker of trying to wake up. I want to quit being the doer and the maker of all the stinking effort of trying to do meditation right or trying to do this right or trying to do that right. All that's a stinking trap. Just let it go. And in true humility, say, Father, I'd appreciate some help. I am clueless as a bag of frigging rocks, and I don't know where I am. I don't know what I'm doing. I would appreciate some help. And when that comes from the depth of your being, I can assure you help will come, and it will not take long. And it will come in great, unimaginable ways that will blow you away. And that humility will not be something you choose to move into out of despair. It will be something you will rest in with great joy and thanksgiving. So next week, we will begin our exploration of this. For those of you who have, tonight's your first night, we play one of the channelings, and for the next 2 or 3 weeks, Jeshua and I will join, and we will deepen that lesson for you and pull out some tips and tricks, and we call them pebbles, whatever, that might help to take that and bring the experience of it ever closer to you. Does anyone have any questions or comments tonight? Anyone? Okay, Mark, we'll come back there.
Thank you, John Mark. Thank you, Jeshua, and all of the masters and guides that are with us. What part of that teaching described was my experience Sunday morning at a sunrise service, seeing what happens before the sun rises, the purple mountains, the purple Blue Ridge. And I was just brought to tears of joy. In that moment of knowingness and at one that it's all worth it. You know, all of the work, all of the struggle, all of the pain, all of the frustration, all of the banging my head against the wall has all been worth it, every last bit.
I know many of us can relate to Mark's comment about beating our head against the wall. I sure did that. I was bloody and maimed and everything else. Love can certainly do that. So here's Yeshua's English translation. Father, Mother of the cosmos, shimmering light of all, focus your light within us as we breathe your holy breath. Enter the sanctuary of our hearts, uniting within us the sacred rays of your power and beauty. Let your heart's desire unite heaven and earth through our sacred union. Help us fulfill what lies within the circle of our lives today. Forgive our secret fears as we freely choose to forgive the secret fears of others. Let us enter not into forgetfulness, tempted by false appearances, for from your astonishing fire comes the eternal song which sanctifies all, renewed eternally in our lives and throughout creation. We seal these words in our hearts, committed in trust and faith. Amen. That is a very present moment experience of grace, not one that says the Father's off in heaven and please come. It's a present experience. Beautiful stuff. So Mark, thank you for the comment and the suggestion. Love offering. This is all this family does, is extend the love to you and to all of creation. I couldn't do this by myself. I'm grateful to the Father who finally brought me to my knees so that I would be humble enough to say, help. And I'm grateful that He sent Jeshua to help. And that we can join in extending this pathway to you so that you also may come to the full remembrance. And it's remembrance. So remember, if it's remembrance, you already know all of this. It's all true already within your being. You just need remember. It's not that it's far off or complex. It's just been forgotten. So anyway, those of you who are here on the other side of the fireplace is a little basket. Please fill it up if you'd like to. And those of you watching online, you can go to onewhowakes.org. In the upper right-hand corner is a little give button. You can click that and give international or domestic donations. Thank you very much. So we love you with an absolutely infinite love, an infinite peace, and a patience that will outlast all your resistance. Peace and good night.